Well, two recent trades went down in the last hour for the AFC East. But which one is in a better situation?
Let's talk football.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Around Sports Podcast, where sports are everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we're talking about both the Bills and the Jets, as they both recently made a trade. The Jets making a trade to go out there and get Davante Adams, Aaron Rodgers' former teammate in Green Bay. Meanwhile, the Bills went out there and got Amari Cooper from the Cleveland Browns, which I think Amari Cooper needed out of Cleveland because Massage Watson ain't doing anything for them. But enough about that. The question is, which receiver is in the better situation? Amari Cooper or Davante Adams? So I think I know what clearly the answer is here. I'll get to that here in just a second. But before we get started, if you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to do me a favor and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. But for now, let's talk about the Bills and the Jets. These two teams recently faced off on Monday night last week, which last week I was 13-1. The only pick I got wrong was the Broncos, so I was pretty good that week. But anyways, enough about that. In this situation, I think Amari Cooper won this because he's right now in the better situation. Let me pull up some stats here from the last 2 years, or the last 3 years actually, from when he was in Cleveland. He was outstanding. He's had over almost 2,000 and a half yards. And man, this is good because I'm gonna pull up the real stats on my screen. So what you see on the screen is his stats from the last 3 years. And then he's had a total of 16 touchdown catches, and he's had a lot of receptions. This year he's only had two. Now, switch things over to Davante Adams. He has not been good at all, although he was injured for parts of the year. Let me go over some stats in the last 2 years for Davante Adams. He's had only 9 touchdowns and only 1,300 something yards. It's the real stats are on the screen. But if I'm looking at this situation, I think the Bills won this because the Jets, their offensive line is atrocious. Their offensive line is garbage. Because, I mean, the receivers are not the problem for the Jets. It's their O line. Did you see how many times Aaron Rodgers got hit?
He's just standing there, menacingly!
Did you see how many times he got hit? He was getting hit by guys like Terrell Bernard. He was getting hit by Damar Hamlin. He was getting pummeled. He was getting clobbered. Our Aaron Rodgers, that bad man, ain't so bad anymore because he's really bad. He's really bad. Not in a good type of bad, in a bad type of bad. Because he was getting absolutely clobbered in the game against the Bills. He was constantly getting hit. On some of the hits, I was wondering on how in the heck he got up. But the last few games, he's been sacked a total 3 games. He's been sacked 11 times. 11 against 5 against the Donkeys, which I don't know how you allow 5 sacks against the Donkeys, and 3 in the last 2 games against teams like the Vikings and also the Bills. This is not good for the Jets. If they need a trade for anything, it's offensive line because Aaron Rodgers, he's constantly getting hit. And if I'm looking at this, Davante Adams ain't going to help because if Aaron Rodgers cannot be protected, he's not going to be what he was in Green Bay, which the last time Aaron Rodgers was really good in Green Bay, it was that MVP season during the COVID year. This is not good for the New York Jets. If I'm looking at the Bills, now you add Amari Cooper to guys like Khalil Shakir. You add him up with Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox, Ray Davis, who had a really good night against the Jets in his rookie year. And then you also got guys like James Cook, who is still waiting to come back. I don't know where he was, but this offense is good. They have the talent. And you add Amari Cooper in there after trading Davante Adams to the Texans a few during the offseason. Now you go out there and get a potential number 2 receiver for Josh Allen in Amari Cooper. And if I'm looking at this could really help the offense because Josh Allen and the run game is already kicking off to a good start. The pass game is getting better. And now you have Amari Cooper, one of the best receivers in the league, who was in a terrible situation in Cleveland, which I'm glad he got out of there because Cleveland is a abyss right now. This, I think, is better for the Bills than Davante Adams is for the Jets because the Jets, they can't seem to stop the cold on the offensive line. So because of that, I like the Amari Cooper with the Bills. Let me know in the comments what you guys think down in the comment section below. Which receiver do you think is in the better situation? Amari Cooper or Davante Adams? Let me know why or why not down in the comment section below. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to do me a favor and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. But I'll catch you all in the next one. Ciao for now.